kind of walk you guys through this right here. Um, so this is what it's gonna look like. Now, these guys just got finished with this. They probably got finished with this right here, maybe about an hour ago. Um, this right here, this is what you call green. So the concrete right now is what we call green. It's really green. Um, got a couple different things going on here. Now notice we got a smooth finish, and if you get really close to it, get really close to it, guys. I don't know if you guys can see these little fibers right there. Those are fibers that's inside of that I had put in the concrete to give it strength. Um, and I did that because I didn't want to put the wire mesh in it because I knew that if really the way it works, guys, if you put wire mesh in concrete, concrete is 4 inches. You can kind of see right over here. When you pour it, it's going to be, you got 4 inches of gravel, you got 4 inches of concrete. And I'll go over this right here in just a second, guys, why I did this. But on the concrete, um, so the gravel is 4 inches, the concrete is 4 inches. But what you're going to have to do is you have to have the wire mesh. And if you guys ever seen that wire mesh, it look like chicken wire, what they put on the chicken coop. It needs to be floated right in the middle, 2 inches inside the middle of the concrete in order for it to be effective, in my opinion. It would be really good. But the problem I have with that is that while the guys are pouring the concrete, and I got and I do a lot, I do another video um, a little later on all the, just those guys, the labor of them doing what they were doing. They're gonna step on that stuff and push it down. It's not gonna really be floated in the middle of the concrete. Um, and so I went with the next best option that we know we can get right, and that's gonna be the wire mesh, which gives the same strength. It's gonna give you the same strength. It's just gonna be, it's just gonna be, they're not gonna be stepping on it. It's within the concrete. Uh, so this is what it looks like. You see, we got all our plumbing fixtures. Um, I could probably come back later on, which I'm probably not gonna have to do. I just had to see how this stuff cure and put some joints in this right here. But I'm guaranteed, man, we got rebar floated in this right here. So there's in this is the garage. So you kind of see, and then guys, if you can kind of see right here on this garage right here, how we got it slope going toward this way. This is where our turnaround is going to be. So we got it kind of sloped toward that way. And I may come here, and I'm probably going to end up putting some kind of, paint, a coating on the garage when I get it done. Uh, guys, I came here and I pointed out. Just to confirm, you'd like to face that microcloud. I didn't say that. Guys, I put as you see those blue spots right here. You guys see those blue spots? I painted the little blue spots to let them know where to put my anchor bolts. And the reason for that is because I know what door we're gonna put right here. And so a lot of times they stick anchor bolts right here and right here on this side. Then we had to cut them out and put the doors in there. But to just keep those guys from doing that, I told them where I needed them at because I already have the door. I already had the door for this right here back area, which is going to be a really big door. Um, it's going to be a really big door. Uh, and it looks like, oh, I hope he got his cord right here in the wall. That's probably going to be yeah, there's a big beam. Well, no, I don't think it's this beam right here. This right here looks like they didn't float it right in the middle of that wall. This right here probably should have been a little bit closer to the edge right there. Was always this is the floor plug for these guys. We just got to get them in the wall. That looks like a little bit bigger than 2x6. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. But don't look like it's in the wall. Look like somebody moved it. Boy, I tell you, it's always something. I got a door over here on this side too, so I took away that one. I put a couple of beams right here. I just had to put a little concrete right there because I got some big beams that's gonna go right there. That's taking a support. I think think it may be off there, but that's what we got, guys. This is a nice clean job, guys. So those are my floor plugs. I've got two of them here, and then I got a plug over here. So I got one. This is the island. It's gonna be over here. And guys, you don't want to get in here. This is the thing, guys. You don't want to get in here and get this. See, this is the stuff that you got to make sure you get right on the front end, guys. You got to get it right on the front end because you don't want to get in here and have to cut this thing out so you can get this floor plug. And now you just messed up your whole concrete thing, all your concrete stuff and and the structure integrity of your concrete. You just jacked all that up. So you want to try to really think a lot of this stuff on the front end, guys. It's critical. Those things like this right here, you jump on this stuff on the front end. Um, this right here, this right here is within a wall right here. So this right here is it's this whole line right here. So you go right up through here. This is a wall right here. It's like a little refrigerator that goes right here. Well, freezer that you can put right here. This right here house, to be honest with you guys, it got all the things that, and guys, I live down the street in this house right here. So this is my own personal house right there. Matter of fact, that's my daughter driving away. But that's my personal house, guys. But um I don't have a main level garage, which I do right here. And guys, what I did was I sat down and I just figured out what all would I want in my house. The average person. What would you want in your house? And I built this house for that person. Um, I got a dog, guys. I got a German Shepherd, and I tell you what, man. Once you have a pet, man, those pets become part of the family. I mean, more so almost than the kids, man. In some cases, guys. So this right here is what you call like when you come in from the garage. You got a mud room. Now you can use this as a shower. You can use it as a dog shower. Where you can wash your dog, or you could actually take a shower. You go outside. You outside. This right here is going to be yard space over here. This is my yard. We have blocks here, but this right here is going to be used as yard space. So they'll have a little bit more yard space because we can't get a lot of it back here because we're going to have a big wall up here, a geostone wall that goes all the way around. Um, and so you're going to have very limited walls. I mean, limited yard space here. You're not going to have a lot of grass to cut, but we're gonna stop it around about right here, so you get this right here area right here as well. Um, so I just kind of thought of everything that I would want in my house. What would I want in my house? Um, and the cool thing about these showers, and let me just go back to this right here, guys. The reason that I did these showers this way, so I formed around this right here. This is about 3.5 inches. So we can float this right here, and it'll look like it's part of the floor instead of you stepping over a threshold to get into the shower. You won't have to do that here. As well as the master shower as well, guys. You're not going to be stepping over a threshold. So we got two showers on the main level. And then a lot of people doing these mother-in-law suites, and you just don't know, you don't know the age of the people. And sometimes these people don't want to be stepping over stuff, man. So what we did was we created a we'll float this right here. And my tile guy can do that. My tile guy's really, he'll create a bed right here, and he'll do this right here. And then the tile will you can just kind of roll, even if you had a wheelchair, you can just roll over into the shower. So this is why we set it up like this. Same thing right here. So if you got a mother-in-law or something like that, she, move in or something, and she, this bathroom right here on this side, but you got a bedroom over here. This bathroom over here, which would be a half bath as well, you'll be using for the company on the main level. They use it for the half bath, but they could just come in and they could use this shower right here, and you don't have to step over any thresholds. It's on this level. Um, Also, we use a lot of guys. I hit the concrete just on. I think the concrete, man, we hit it just right, guys. We kind of hit it just right. I actually did have to go back and order another 3 yards. I had to do a clean out, and actually, I see most of it down there. I probably needed just 2 yards to finish up this right here. This is the front porch. So go ahead and pour the front porch while we were at it. I don't know why they put a broom finish. Well, we didn't really need a broom finish. Probably needed a slick finish. But this is right here. This is gonna be tile anyway. So we have that tile. Um, my tile guy come here and do his thing. Um, Guys, the lumber package is scheduled for in the morning. My framers are scheduled for Wednesday morning. So that gives me time to come in here and count the lumber. Make sure that we didn't make sure that when they ship the lumber, they got everything. Um, you know, this right here actually did turn out really, really nicely, guys. I tell you what, man, this is a really big house. To be honest with you, I'm starting to realize how big this house. I'm realizing how big this house is, and it's maybe because of that main level garage over there, man. But this is a really big house. This is probably a little over 2,600 square feet on the main level. You add about another 600 square feet for those garage and front porch. Um, it's not a small house by no stretch of the imagination. So this is kind of what we got here, guys. So guys, all these pipes and stuff that you see sticking out the ground, guys, I was intimately involved in making sure that these guys got these pipes in the right spot. They didn't they didn't get them jacked up anywhere or mess them up. Uh, so I was making sure. Now I know there will be some anchor bolt shit right here, guys. I got a few of them over here, but right here, I'm gonna put these in. We just didn't know how far we had to go out with them. Hey man, we no good. It ain't good with you. See, look totally different on it. Yeah, you guys, could you see this right here from day one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the thing, man. You guys have got to be able. I want to make sure that when you guys get out here in this world and y'all start fumbling around with this stuff, I need to make sure that you guys, hey guys on the chat now, if you got let me see if I got a chat going on top of the chat. If you guys got any questions on the chat, you guys let me know and I can read them and I can answer your question. Let me see if anybody. What's up, big dog? What y'all think, man? What you think?
Hey, I ain't go. Hey,
Tripped out how they just come in and now you can see where all the plumbing and stuff goes and you know, you see what I'm saying?
when
You
they
can you
did this,
huh?
when they did it.
They just finished. They just walked away. They just bagged his truck back and left. Yeah. You guys probably a couple of minutes before those guys. You can see, you see this right here? That's that fiber. Yeah, yeah. That's that fiber. It's like a plastic fiber. And it's inside the concrete, gives it a little bit more strength. You see? Um, but yeah, man, this gonna so we got a lumber package showing up in the morning. That gave me a time to count the lumber, guys. You guys, the key is you got to keep up with all the counting, man. If you don't keep up with this accounting, like this concrete right here, I got to keep up with this stuff. So I ordered, man, I hit it almost on the head, man. I ordered, I had to order 3 more yards of concrete when they got done. So and that was, and maybe 1 yard is over there. You guys see where they poured it over there. I told them to put it over there to make sure that the trucks, you know, like the trucks, when they come up here, they have leverage. That's why I told them to put that grout. That's grout right there. That's another thing, guys. Dealing with these sites here, man, guys, you gotta have a game plan. And then sometimes, man, it sometimes it's more than just it's more like you might be sitting at home, man. That's why this right here, when you building, man, it's got to be a passion. It's got to be a passion. Cause I'll be sitting at home. What else could I do to make this better? What else could I do to eat? And guys, and let me say this right here too. After I leave here, after this right here class is over with, I'm gonna go home and lay down. And the reason I'm gonna stay at the house, I'm not gonna go anywhere. This is the first time I've ever had a pour where I had to have an inspector. I had to deal with the weather. I had the laborers come out. I had the pump trucks. I had to order grout. I had the concrete trucks. Everybody was on point. 6. And that's why I was like, let me get some wood right here, man. Yeah, man. Cause I don't, man. I'm scared to go out, man. I'm scared if I go out, cause everything was just perfect, man. I'm scared to go out because I might mess around and wreck my car, man. It's got to sum it up on me, man. But this is the first time, guys, I've ever been at a point to where everything worked out. Everything worked out, man. I mean, the pump truck. But see, I knew what to do at this time. The first time we did the footings, see these guys, this looks much better than what those footing guys did, don't it? It just take away from what those guys did, man, because these guys came in and knocked it out the way. Um, Framing. We finna start framing. Yeah, we finna hit the frame, man. Uh, it should be able to hold you, man. Let's see. Yeah.
So
So this is what you call green concrete.
okay, the red that's hot and cold.
Hot and cold. There you go. It's green. It's green because it hadn't quite cured all the way yet. It may cure you know, it may cure the night sometime. I mean, it'll be at its full strength, or close to its full strength. Not quite.
So don't say this 28 days.
Well, no, it's still at 28 days it will be at its maximum strength because it's gonna hit real quick, and then at the 28 days it's gonna kind of level off. Let me see. It's gonna level off like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's peaking and peaking and peaking and peaking. At around 28 days, it's gonna level off. You know, close to 28 days. So it's not gonna get much stronger than that. It's gonna be almost at 3,000 psi in about 28 days. You see, and but it's kind of cured for the most part to be able to support people like us. You know, but here's the thing: by the time I get the so the framers come out here Wednesday, right? By the time they put enough weight on this right here, it's gonna take them about 2 weeks. You see, 2 weeks to frame this right here, 2 to 3 weeks to frame it. So we almost at that 28 days. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So we'll be almost there. But this is gonna, yeah, man. And I'm telling you something, man. When we start framing, it's not gonna look anything like this. It's just you're gonna go on another twist. You're gonna, oh my God, I can't believe it looked like this now. It's just gonna change your whole dynamic. This is a big house, man. I'll be honest with you. I was just looking at it and I was talking about it on the thing right here, man. This is a pretty big house. I don't you really can't see how big. You can see how big it is now. Yeah.
There's a bit of garage right here, so you come in.
Yeah.
Right here, there. That's hot on cold. So this got the kitchen right here.
It's your kitchen. Yeah. So this is your kitchen right here. So you got your island right here. Let me get people. People might be looking. I don't know if anybody got a. I don't know of any chats. Let me see. I'm not used to this chat, guys. Okay, guys, if you guys want to chat, you guys who's coming in, um, type your comment or type your question. If you got any questions about what we're doing, type that inside of the chat box, and because we got to get used to this right here. All right, hit me, Patrick.
Back porch right there.
Nope, 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 nope. This is the back porch over here.
Okay, so
This is so look at this. So this right here is your family room right here. This little area right here. So this is where you're gonna sit down. You're gonna look at TV. We're gonna have a TV on that wall right there, right? So you got your floor plate. If you put your couch right here, got your floor plate. But here's the catch. So all of this right here, this all the way from here, all the way to right here, and all this area, this is open floor plan. So it's like you can see everybody in every room. So the dining room is actually right there.
okay.
It got a grilling deck over here. And then you got a patio with its own fireplace. It's gonna sit right over there. Yeah. So that's the master bedroom right over there in that corner. And then I put a door over here where you can walk out on the deck. Well, on the patio, which is what it's gonna be. So this right here, let me see. Okay, Mr. Edwards came in. I appreciate you putting that down in the chat, man. I just I wanted to make sure I can use it. I wanted to make sure it works, and it actually does. Yeah. So this right here, this is the master shower. Yeah, this is the shower right here. This is the master shower. This right here is the guest shower. So any idea, man, why I did the showers like this right here? Hey Stacy, if you wanna you gotta type on the chat. My sister's on, hold on, my sister, she done chimed in. Um, if you wanna I'm not used to this right here live streaming with my phone and stuff while we out here. Um, so you just have to I can see the chat box, guys, when they hit me on the chat. So she asked me how many square feet this house is. So this house is about 3,000 square feet, a little over 3,000 square feet, which is not a really big house because my house down the street is 3,400 square feet. So it's a little bigger than this one right here. But I don't have a main level garage on that house either. So this right here, so on this main level right here, so you got most of your square footage down here. It's like 2,600 square feet on this main level. And it guys, I tell you what, man, this is let me ask you guys this right here. Why y'all think I did this right here? Why did I form it like this right here? Yeah, why did I not? Why did
Okay, you talking about the shower, right?
Yeah. Why did I do it like this right here instead of just simply just pouring this right here full of concrete too and just using this right here? Huh? Well the reason I did it like this right here is so that I'm gonna let my towel guy float this right here for me. So he'll float it, because you gotta have a float going down. But I want to keep away from, you ever see those showers where you have a little threshold, you have to step over it and step into the shower? This is what's getting away from that. And I went to the Parade of Homes. Of course, I was one of the judges in Parade of Homes this year. I was last year too. But this one house, man, I tell you what, man, this one builder, man, he just stood out amongst everybody. And I know I keep just rabbing and raving over this guy, man, but I happen to know the guy too, man, real good guy. But this is how he did his showers. So I got to step my game up and get with him. I got to go in. And guys, let me tell you something else too. When you're doing these jobs right here, like these jobs right here, so this is a spec house. So how many bedrooms and bathrooms? Stacy, this one right here is gonna have. This house is gonna have. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I think 5 bedrooms. 5 bedrooms. 4 baths. Yeah, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. One of the upstairs bathrooms will be a Jack and Jill. Okay. This will be a full bathroom down here. So you got 2 bedrooms and 2 baths on the main level. And then you got, I'm lost now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms, 5, I'm sorry, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. Gotta get it right. God. But so what you got to do, guys? Let me just tell you guys something. So you guys have always got to be going in people that are. You always got to have something in your head that somebody's better than you. That's how I operate. I go in guys' house like this one builder. I mean, he's the man. So I gotta beat him. I gotta get with him. I can't let him get me. You know, so that's what I do, guys. I go in his house, I look at his house, I say, now let me take about 3 or 4 things from his house and put it in mine. Then I'm gonna add some more stuff on to mine. And man, he was selling his houses for 800,000. So I'm thinking now, I had this one listed at 720. I might bump it up a little bit, guys. And he didn't have I got more yard than he got. And you see what I got right there? Yeah, he didn't have anything, man. 840,000, and it's already sold over in Hoover, huh? Yeah, it's already sold, man. And they kept it on. They kept it in the parade of homes only to so that people could see it. Yeah, man. So you go in these houses, man, and you always got to have a person that you're trying to beat. You know, like I said, my whole life, man, is centered around competition. I'm a competitor, man. I like to beat people. I guess, man. You know, I don't know, man. And my family, even my family know that the way you can get me to do something,
You can't do it better than me.
you just say you ain't gonna be able to do that. But if you tell, oh my God, man, I would break my neck trying to prove you. I almost killed myself one time, guys. I don't know if I told y'all that story, man. My sister betted me that I won't touch something. It was an electrical line or something like that. And man, I can't stand for somebody to tell me what I can't do or what I won't do. And I did it, man. I almost killed myself. Yeah, man. So this is what we got, guys. Questions. Hit me. Questions. O'Neal, you got anything?
I know this ain't gonna be. So the bathroom gonna be like.
Well, the bed it'll probably chop off right here. So this right here would be the bedroom
Okay,
area.
that's what I was
Right
thinking.
here.
Like
This
a
would be the
bedroom,
this
right?
right here be the bedroom area right here.
Boom.
Um
Window right here.
yeah, then you'll be able to go some kind of up in here and get to the bathroom. I got the plans over there in that box. I keep that little box. I got the plans over there. So this is the bedroom. Let me see. This looks like a toilet right here. So this right here is the bedroom right here. So this is about now. This is not as big as my bedroom in my house. This is not as uh. This is not my bedroom is probably another 2 feet bigger than this, going in one way. Yeah, so my bedroom is about another 2 feet bigger than this one right here. Yeah, this is the master right here. Uh, huh? Yeah, you got a door right over there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here go the stairs right here. So you ever seen them stairs, man? You got a big window. You can see people going up the stairs from the road. That's how this is gonna be. So you're gonna go upstairs right here. This is the stairs. Yeah. I see. You know something else I like too, man. I like when you go into a house. Well, I guess those guys at the other at the parade of homes, most of their houses they had the staircase right in the front, and they really did good because you can show off craftsmanship with the stairs. But I used to like when you go into a house, you didn't immediately see stairs, so you got to go that. But I see why they have stairs now. Stairs really give your it really gives the builder the opportunity to showcase his craftsmanship. If you got a real craft, and they do it on the stairs, man, like spiral staircases and stuff like that. And the it just like on his staircases that he had in that one house that I saw, man. I mean, oh man, he had some stuff in there, man, that you know it took time to get that right. And see another thing, man, guys, you want to clean your site up. You want to keep your site clean. So what I did, I had all the you see that pile over there where the lot require French drains behind the home. Obviously, they hit rock. but why wasn't the dirt dug out further away from the back of the foundation? Well, on a house like this right here, this is what you call it. That's a good question. This right here is what you call a stem wall. This is a stem wall slab. Slabs don't require, a slab house doesn't require French drains now to get the water away from the foundation. Now we will have we'll have a geostone wall that goes all the way around here. Now geostone wall will have they got a fabric behind the geostone wall, which takes all the groundwater that's coming down here, and then we'll take that water and run it around the house. Does that make sense? But now, I'm not saying that a French drain is not a good idea, because whatever you got to do, now we got enough time to watch how the water is moving on this lot. This is the cool thing about it too, guys. So you watch this water, and actually the water is actually going around a lot right now because we had a lot of it in the street. So that's good. But that the French drain behind it, if you put a French drain, that would just kind of help. But you want to grade. So right here, this right here be graded downward, and then we'll grade it around. We'll check the elevation, make sure that the water is actually going around the lot as well. That's right here, right in this area. So yeah, but the answer to your question, you don't have to have a French drain on a slab, nor you have to have a French drain on any slab work. So this is what you call a stem wall slab. Um, Now, if this was a basement, you gotta have, and it's not really called a French drain. It's called a drain tile. A foundation drain tile is what you gotta have, and that foundation drain tile has got to drain to daylight. You see what I'm saying? So if I was just if this was a basement, let's just say this right here was a basement, I would have to have right down where the footing is. I have to have a drainage system that allow that groundwater to soak all the way through the ground. It gets inside of that foundation drain tile. You remember what I'm talking about? And then it routes. Actually, the water goes down and rises back up through the perforated holes in the pipe, in the drain tile pipe, and then it runs around the house. It gets into that drain tile, runs around the house, and it goes to daylight. That's what you want. And then that's another thing you want to look at that too and make sure, like while you're building, you make sure it's working. Because if you get a good rain day to come in, what's going to happen is you go out there. The first thing I do is I run out there and I look at that drain tile and I see, like on that, there was the house I did over in Trussville. One thing I did was when we got everything covered up, I had a drain tile sticking out there. And when it rained real good one day, I ran over there and I looked at that drain tile to see was water coming through. And that means it's working. And that's what you want. That means it didn't get kinked up anywhere. The water's actually moving away from the foundation. But on this right here, so there's two things going on this right here. Another thing is, you remember I told you guys about the field lines? So this right here, this right here is that's the perk hole right there. Field lines are gonna go whoop, all the way across here. They're gonna go all the way across this right here little area right here. They go all the way. I got it where they can go all the way right here. All this right here. I marked that tree, so that tree got green on it. That tree got green on it. You follow me? See that tree got green, 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 and then I had a stake right here. It was somewhere. It was somewhere. It wasn't right here, but it was somewhere right here. And I told my guys we're gonna stay away from that. You see. So now you got this is your perk hole. So this right here means that this area right here will absorb urine. So if you take your urine and put in here, the soil will absorb it and it will basically get rid of it. Does that make sense? So the soil is good for that, right? All right, so this is why I put all the plumbing over here. So all the plumbing in this house is gonna all drain right here. The urine, the affluent, and the solids are gonna drain. You see that little pipe go there, O'Neal, right over there? There's a big pipe coming out of the side of the house. The sleeve right there. So all the water in this house is going right here. Everything is going right here, right? I already set up where my septic tank is going to go right here. The septic tank, so everything goes right here. It gets in the septic tank. The affluent, oh, somebody, let me see, somebody. How do you go back to the, I be trying to go back to the, you know how I go back? Yeah, live chat, let me see. Oh, somebody just, all right. So what happens is, so it gets into the septic tank, right? I just hope we don't hit rock when I get to that septic tank because you got to go kind of about 6 feet deep. So you put that septic tank over there. All this stuff go in here. All the waste in this house go in here. Fills up the affluent. All the liquids rise up, and then it drips out of the septic tank and goes right up in here. And we have these fill lines that go in here, and then everything it gets absorbed by the soil. But the solids are gonna stay in there. Solids are not affluent; they don't float. The solids are gonna stay at the bottom of the tank and build up. That's why you gotta empty your tank. You empty that septic tank probably every 6 years. You see, yeah, because you got like 1,000 gallon tank, so you empty that sucker, man. So how long? How old is your house? Yeah, so yeah, when you got a house, man, you gotta have them go ahead and pump that. Once they pump it, you good. You pretty good. So this is what we got, guys. And here's where I was going with this, guy. So if you got a septic tank, right, and you're on a basement, and the guy was talking about, he was asking about the drain tile, the foundation drain tile. Well, if this was a basement, the field lines have to be 15 feet away from the foundation. Does that make sense? Because see, some of this right here stuff right here, some of these field lines can leak over into the basement, and now you got urine in your basement. You follow me? So you got to be 15 feet away. So that would have killed that would have messed me up right here. But now if you're on a slab, you can be 5 feet. Field lines can be within 5 feet of this foundation. So I can run my field lines up into 5 feet away, which is probably where that sticky is right there. Right there where that sticky is. So the field lines can go this way. You follow me? So that actually helped us out as well. You know. So but all of these little thought processes and things like that, I thought about that from the first day I started digging over here. You got to have the plan on the first day, man. You can't come out here and be trying to guess while you're going. This is not the stuff. This is not how to do that. Don't get out here, guys. Don't get out here on any of your job site. You got to carefully look at the plans. You got to carefully think out how things are going to work. And things need to look like a plan. I'm not saying that you're going to get to a certain time to where you're going to look at something and it's going to, you're not going to have to make a split second flexibility thought, a split second thought, um, and make it happen. But you don't want to look like an afterthought. I don't want to be out here, man. I mean, just imagine, man, if I had got out here. See, I got with my septic guy. I had my septic guy to come out here first, and I said, hey, man, tell me where to keep these guys away from. you know. Then I had, I had my surveyor to come out here. Had my rock guy to come out here, man. And we chipped away. This is $30,000 worth of rock we hit, guys. $30,000. Those guys chipping away. And guys, you let these rocks get on your job site, well, you ain't got no control over them. But your rock remediating guy will sit on your job site as long as he want to if you let him. He will make his whole salary off of you. So you got to control that, man. You got to get to a point where you say, all right, enough is enough, man. We done banged away at this right here. We don't need to bang no more. This is all you're gonna get for the backyard. There's no need in coming out here chipping away more.
I don't know how deep that rock is.
Yeah, you don't know how far it's gonna go. You don't know. I do know I got a lot of it up there. I mean, it ain't gonna go no. If it was gonna go somewhere, we'd already had a landslide. Yeah, with all the rain we'd had. Um, can you guys at home? Let me make sure everybody ain't got no top chat. Let's see. Make sure y'all ain't got no questions here. Oh yeah, he did say. He said, "Why wasn't the dirt dug out over here on the foundation?" Yeah, we'll dig that. We got a machine that'll come back here and get that dirt. We'll get that little dirt out of there. This dirt right here fell down. It actually did slide down a little bit right here. Yeah, from that real bad rain we had. We had like more rain than we ever had before in history. So we'll just grab that dirt like right there and right over there and get that out of here. And we put our wall up, and that'll hold that up. I'm gonna put the wall up. I want to put it up when my landscapers come out here. Yeah, my landscapers. I need my landscapers to come out here because he's the one that's doing it. And so he'll come up. He'll do it all. He'll get all this right here. He got the machines. He'll come in and get all this stuff with and get that wall set up, man. And the wall itself probably gonna be about $20,000 just for that wall. I'm just guesstimating right now. Yeah. But this right here turned out, man. Like I said, man, this right here is locked in too, guys. This right here, whole foundation is really locked in because we got. Y'all remember we had those blocks, those holes right here. We filled that up. So this right here, this bad boy ain't going nowhere, buddy.
700,000.
I'm at 720 right now. I may bump it up, and that's because I hit that rock. I had it at 699. Yeah, I hit the rock. Yeah. So what we'll do is, I got to get that money back.
Like, what do you go out when you pricing a house? Like, know you go out the square feet, how much square foot is. So what all you go out when you pricing a house at that price? Well, I know you go out the neighborhood also too.
Yeah. Yeah. What I try to do, man, I try to really like a house this size right here, man. I want to get about 16%. That's what I'm aiming at. 13 to 16%. Spec houses, in some cases, you can get a whole lot more. Well, no, spec house, you got to. Well, depends on what you put in there because a spec house like this right here, you got to put a lot of pop. You got to put a lot of wow factors in the house. So you're gonna spend a lot more money on that. So you got to have it when they walk in the kitchen. Oh wow, when they walk in, walking out. Oh wow, I can't believe this right here is nice. And you got to get that. You gotta get the emotions into it. So on a house like this right here, let's just say 800,000. Oh man, you shooting at around 100, a little over 100,000, maybe 110, 120, if you can make that. But then again, you also want to look at your overhead too. Like me, I don't have a lot on my overhead, man. Plus, I teach this stuff too, man. And I don't have a lot of people on my overhead. I could actually take, maybe on a house like this. Um, I don't have a problem taking 70, 80,000. Won't bother me none. If I can get it done in what 6 months, um, maybe 7, 8 months. I don't mind taking that. But a lot of it is going to be going toward, overhead. You got insurance. Well, not insurance, but what's the other one? There's another one. I got software I use. I got just a lot of little things that I use to keep my business going. Hey man, well you know good. So this right here. So now and this right here. Notice they did a broom finish on it. But but then they realized that we're gonna do a. We're gonna do a. Well, I told him we were gonna do a porch. I told him to do a smooth finish like this right here, but he just went away and did it like this. But this ain't gonna be bad because we're gonna put tile here. Yeah, there's no need to try to finish this right here. Because this right here is gonna be tile.
What time that kind of started?
Huh? Man, we was here at. I got here at. I had to go to the office to get some stuff. The pump truck showed up at 8:30. The concrete guys, the workers were already here. The building inspector showed up around 15 minutes after 8. So we walked it, because he inspected it Friday. What's up, man? So he inspected it Friday, but the only thing we had missing was this right here garage over here, because we had to have a skid steer. The guy didn't have a skid steer, so I had my landscaper come out here and fill it up. And so he came out here and inspected on, I think he was like 8:15. He inspected. The guys were already out here ready to work. The pump truck was over there. It was over there getting ready, getting set up. and the concrete trucks, you got to have a grout truck come out first, because what we did here, we boomed it. I'm gonna have a whole thing. I filmed it all. So we boomed it. We boomed it probably to about, you could boom it to about right here. Probably about right here. Right here, we had to we had to use from right here on back this way, we had to use a line truck. I mean, what I'm saying is the boom was there, but they had to put the hoses on the boom to extend us back here. You see? Yeah, yeah. So you had it, and they, well, no, they had it. They just put that sucker on the ground, let it shoot out, and they raked it. Cause that stuff, that hose is heavy. But that boom truck was all the way at the front of the road right there, and it stretched about right here. I mean, it was stretched out. That's the furthest I ever seen the boom truck stretch, and it stretched out right here. And it was and so they had that big line that they was handling that line, shooting it over there, and they was raking it. And then they my wife, yeah, that's then they had it what if I had just broke out when she came? I just broke out running home or something. That's kind of I go see my wife. You know, that's how you guys. That's how. All right, but yeah, they boomed that. They and I think they had one hose over here, and then the rest of it, and then they worked their way this way. They worked their way this way. They had to put grout in it too. So you see that grout sitting over there that they poured it out over there. So the grout was used to prime the hoses, make it where the rocks and stuff don't get stuck. Make it where, put a little coating on the inside of that hose, so it don't, so all the rocks and stuff like that don't get stuck. Yeah. What do you think, Jackson? Yeah. Could you see this right here from day one? Huh? You sure? I mean, you couldn't see it when we had it formed. When we formed it, could you see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh. But you didn't see it from day.
See the vision like from like the start when there's nothing here, like when there's nothing here.
Yeah.
Just like
you couldn't see it then.
Right?
Yeah.
I couldn't see it there.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you started putting like the cinder blocks and everything, had the gravel on.
Start coming together.
It started coming together. I was like, okay.
And that's the thing too, man. So a lot of people, man, and that's what you guys are gonna have to do, man. You guys have gotta you guys have gotta get to that point. If you can't see it right now, man, you guys gotta get to that point where you can see the vision. And that's the name of the game, man, being able to see.
I literally see that how it's built
right now. Huh?
I can see it built.
Yeah. And that's a good thing, man. You can see the rooms, you can kind of feel the rooms, and you can walk through.
Where's the master bedroom gonna be?
Over there.
Right there.
Now here's the thing. When we start framing it and building, when you guys come in here, the rooms are gonna look small at first.
Yeah, that room looks small. That sheetrock.
Huh? Yeah. Now that's not from there. No, it looks small.
That looks small.
Yeah.
For a room.
Yeah. This is a room right here. Look here.
This is a room.
This is a room right here. This is a bedroom right here.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, this is a bedroom. But what I'm saying is, it looks small.
Like
the frame's gonna look, when you put that sheetrock up, you're like, man, sucker. If you watch, when we put that sheetrock up, especially in this open area right here, because all of this right here is gonna be one big giant open area, and it's gonna look really big. It's gonna look big.
This is gonna be the door. Wait, no.
That's the front porch.
Yeah, the front porch. Okay.
Yeah, it's front porch.
What are these two for?
So no, that's a shower, both shower units.
Oh, okay, I got
you. Yeah, one is a master shower, one is a shower for the.
Oh, those are. I got you.
Yeah, so there's a wall right between them, like right here, where this is. There's a wall that comes straight up through here.
Is this going to the second floor?
No, this right here. So this is a toilet.
Okay.
And so this right here is a drain for the toilet. I mean, this is your vanity drain right here, right? That's your toilet right there.
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's gonna be a drain for your shower.
That's your drain for your shower. So it'll drain. Yeah, we're gonna float it toward that drain right there. They do have another kind of drain that's really, really nice, guys. I don't know if y'all seen those other drains where, like, say for instance, if you step in the shower right here, the drain is over on this side, and the drain have tile on it too, so it's like invisible, and you don't have the little holes and slits in it.
They got them in sinks too, don't they? Yeah, they do them in the sinks also.
Yeah, I think they do, man. I thought about that, man, but that's just too much for my guys. Man, I'm trying to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be out here uh, doing teaching all the time, man, and lecturing. And hey, man, you gotta do it like this. Hey, man, we gotta do it. That becomes exhausting at some point in time, guys. So now, like I said, now on these pipes right here, you got to make sure they're in the wall. Make sure they are in those walls. That's why you want to come out here. You want to get those plans. You want to pull a. I pulled every last one of these pipes. I measured them out based on the plans and made sure they was in the right place. Made sure those right there was in the right place. Made sure those toilets were in the right place.
Where's the sink going?
Well, so we got a little bit more flexibility on the sink. So say for instance, this right here is a drain for a sink, right? But that pipe can come over. We can put the sink right here. We just got to run it right here. Yeah. And like and that go that pipe that you was talking about over there. You remember that in class? So that right there grabs everything from the upstairs. Yeah. I was looking at that, man. I was almost getting here. I was like, man, what the hell? So the tall one is that's the kitchen sink. Yeah. No. It's something over there, man. Oh, that may just be going upstairs. I don't know. I had to, but hold on. I got to go look at the plan. This right here is the island. Oh. We got a mop sink. There's a mop sink in that closet over there on the other side. You see where that dog shower is over there? Yeah. On the other side? On the other side of the dog shower is a mop sink.
The dog shower in this?
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all frame, you gonna put the door, sliding door right here.
Big old sliding door. It's gonna make all this right here like another room.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? So when you open this, those big old doors. Yeah, when you open this up, this right here is just gonna be like you're gonna turn this whole area right here into, and then not only that, you got a little privacy too, man. So but you turn this whole area right here into a room, and then you can roast marshmallows at the fireplace. Because this is gonna be a true wood burning fireplace. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be looking at the wall, buddy. A window wall. Yeah, man. You put some. You can also put some those. When you put the wall, when the wall gets up there, you can put those. They grow. They grow and they work. The vines or like ivies or whatever. They grow up and they just kind of
Yeah, I put a whole nother flat screen. Put a flat screen TV on the wall.
Or you can put a.
Put that case on there.
Yeah, we ain't finna. But they can do what they want to after I get rid of this. I might have to move into it. You never know.
TV case on it. TV right there.
I think he messed this up though, man. So let's see, plugs to go here. I think one of my concrete guys moved it. Huh? Those are floor plugs. You remember all this right here gonna be open area, right? So if you put a couch right here, you can get some floor plugs here. You can have your lamps and stuff like. But they got a lot of lamps now, man, where they use batteries. That you charge them up. Yeah, and you touch them. Yeah, you touch them. I'm starting to see them at the restaurants now. That's for that plug. That's for that guy. So your island got to have a plug too. So that plug, all we got to do is get to the end of a wall, and then he can tie on to it. So we got a gas grill gonna be over here. Yeah, I'm gonna put a gas grill over here. That's a door right there where you at. So I put that right there for the door. And so right here be another patio, like that patio back there. Actually, all this right here is supposed to be all patio right here. And then you got a gas grill that's gonna go right here. So I'm gonna probably put a pellet grill there. I've been hearing a lot about those pellet grills. I heard they. Oh, those little Yeah. Do they taste good? I heard they. For real? Do they taste like? I got a pellet burn on my bed. Does it taste like barbecue? I
You
ain't,
get
see,
the
the
different type
gas
of
grill
flavor.
the gas grill just don't work, man. I mean, gas grill just
Different type
you
of
might as well
flavor
cook
pellets. Applewood pellets. You get
hickory,
yeah, hickory pellets.
and
You get all.
it tastes like regular,
Yeah.
and you don't have to do no more charcoal.
If you don't want to,
Do you
I
do
still
charcoal on the
yeah,
pellet
I
grill?
still chip by with charcoal. No, I told you I got a charcoal. I got a pellet add on my attachment on my charcoal grill. So like it's the grill, then you can buy the attachment separate. I just put it on there. But I still use charcoal
But
sometimes.
if you use a whole pellet grill, it still tastes like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all got one too?
My grandpa does. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Now if you get a straight pellet grill.
Well, I'm gonna try that, guys. All right, guys. I think that's it for. I think I done had us on here about an hour, guys. All right, guys. You guys like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, man. If you guys, I appreciate you guys jumping in, man, and hitting a couple of questions and stuff. Um,
So hit that like button.
yeah, hit that like button as well, man. Help me push this algorithm. What y'all say?
Subscribe, like, share.
Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Have a bill.
All right, man.